Hey everyone, let's dive straight into this explainer and count down the absolute biggest, most incredible stories from the 2026 World Cup's first ever round of 32. We saw a massive structural shift this year, and honestly, it delivered a level of drama we literally haven't seen in decades. Now, before a single ball was even kicked, you probably heard the critics. People were asking, is inviting 48 teams going to completely ruin the tournament? They predicted a bloated schedule, a massive drop in quality, weak matchups, and just boring, one-sided blowouts.
Well, kicking off our countdown at number 10, story number 10, the 48-team format actually exceeded all expectations. Instead of watering down the competition like everyone feared, this expanded format gave us one of the wildest, most unpredictable knockout brackets in recent memory. As you'll see, a massive wave of totally credible challengers stepped up from all over the globe, proving the critics dead wrong.
Moving right along to story number 9, Messi and Ronaldo. Ageless legends still delivering.
You know, very few World Cups in history have featured two all-time greats still deciding huge matches at this stage of their lives. Even nearing their 40s, Messi is 39, Ronaldo is 41. They aren't just on some kind of relaxed farewell tour. Nope. They are still the absolute centerpieces of their national teams on the biggest stage imaginable.
Next up, combining our 8th and 4th biggest stories, the ultimate debut. Cape Verde shocks the world.
If we look back at the greatest debut campaigns ever, Cape Verde has firmly locked in their place alongside legends like Croatia in '98 and Senegal in 2002. After getting drawn with heavyweights like Spain and Uruguay, they somehow remained completely unbeaten in the group stage.
And they didn't just show up to participate, right? They pushed the reigning world champions Argentina to the absolute brink. They forced extra time before finally falling 3-2. It was just a heroic effort, really echoing Cameroon in 1990 or Costa Rica in 2014. Even in defeat, Cape Verde became one of the defining stories of the whole tournament.
Speeding through to stories 7, 6, and 5. Historic regional breakthroughs.
We saw 3 massive milestones completely reshape the bracket here. DR Congo erased the ghosts of their incredibly tough 1974 campaign as Zaire, finishing off a 52-year redemption story. Then you have Egypt securing their first ever World Cup victory, a breakthrough comparable to Algeria in '82 or Saudi Arabia in '94. And the USA? They comfortably won their group to advance without any major drama, matching their best tournament starts from way back in 1930 and 2002.
Jumping to story number 2, Morocco proves it. Back-to-back quarterfinals. Going into this, a lot of pundits expected them to regress. They figured 2022 was just a once-in-a-lifetime Cinderella run. But instead, they emphatically shut down the co-host Canada 3-0, proving their last run was absolutely no fluke.
And that puts Morocco in truly elite historic company. Only a handful of non-European or South American nations have ever made consecutive deep runs. By doing this, they're matching historic back-to-back performances like Croatia in '98 and 2018, or South Korea's massive rise in 2002.
Now we reach the climax, the Giants' fall, upsets that defined a generation.
Coming in at number 3, despite completely dominating their group and scoring 7 goals in a single match, the 4-time champions Germany were stunned 1-1 by a Paraguay team that had barely scraped through. And then Paraguay actually eliminated them in a dramatic penalty shootout. Crazy, right?
This was Germany's earliest knockout exit since the new format was introduced. It's a massive shock, comparable only to their group stage disasters against Algeria in 1982 or South Korea in 2018. Oh, and get this, it happened on the exact same day the Netherlands were also sent packing. Total bracket chaos.
So we've seen reigning champions pushed to the limit and 4-time winners sent home. But what was the absolute biggest shock of the 2026 World Cup? Well, that brings us to our number 1 story.
Story number 1, Norway eliminates Brazil. A 5-star historical upset. The numbers really just speak for themselves. Norway 2, Brazil 1. Erling Haaland cemented his global legacy by scoring twice, sending the 5-time world champions home in the round of 16. In doing so, he carried Norway to their first ever quarterfinal appearance. To really grasp the magnitude of this upset, you have to look deep into the modern era. It absolutely rivals Croatia eliminating Brazil in 2022, or going all the way back to 2002 when Senegal beat the reigning champion France and South Korea stunned Italy. It's just massive.
When we zoom out and look at the historical data across all World Cups, the 2026 tournament ranks first in African team success, first in format success, and easily in the top 5 for overall unpredictability in the entire history of the sport.
So, the biggest takeaway from all of our sources is exactly this quote. Instead of producing more one-sided matches, the new format has delivered a wave of credible challengers. The 48-team expansion didn't create a boring tournament. It literally supercharged the drama. Nations like Norway, Cape Verde, Paraguay, and Morocco have emphatically proven that the gap between the traditional football giants and the rest of the world has officially closed. The talent pool is just deeper than ever. Which leaves us with this incredible thought to wrap up our explainer. With the bracket blown wide open and traditional heavyweights falling left and right, in this completely new era of global football, who is actually safe? Thanks for hanging out and learning with me today. I'll catch you in the next one.